Welcome back to The Dope Show. This is Volume 2. I'm going to ask you guys to take out some pen and paper and take some notes on 5 habits to overcome in 2025. Kicking off with number 1, playing the world's tiniest violin. We all know how this woe is me stuff goes, this you wouldn't believe what I've been through. No, you just don't understand. No, I do, man. I've played that song a long time, and I've found there's no use in it. So here's what I want you to do. Take that violin off your shoulders. Put it back in its case. Use some wrapping paper that you have left over from the holidays. Put a sweet little bow on it. And I want you to punt it after you've curb stomped it and hope that it lands in the dump where it belongs. And instead, what I want you to do is get these new drum sets. Boom. And you start making some crazy music. Some lively, upbeat tunes. You start getting after it and chugging along, people. That's what it's all about. Be like Neil Peart. Shout out my pops. And listen to Rush. They're pretty cool. Number 2, gossiping, people. You got to quit it with this. We all know what this looks like. He said this. She said that. They, them said this. You got to quit it with this stuff. There's nothing good that comes from it. I have found in myself when I'm gossiping, it often comes from an insecurity. Now I'm kind of just projecting out loud. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure I did this today. You know, you got to become very conscious of this thing. So how do you stop it? When you notice you're about to start gossiping or spreading something negative about someone, it could even be something, flip that switch in your mind and focus on saying something positive. Make a comment about the weather. Even if the weather is horrible, just be like, oh, the weather's different today. Moving on to number 3. And so what is number 3? You're asking all the right questions, people. It is compromising with yourself. Compromising with yourself. So, a great example is New Year's. Everyone's got this January fever. They're going to go out and change things. And by the time February comes, they're a lot less enthused. So how do you keep on riding that wave? Well, it starts with never making a compromise during the month of January. So let's say you want to start making your bed in the morning. Simple, right? But then that Saturday comes and you're like, well, I'm planning on taking a nap later. There's no need to make it and undo it. No. You said you were going to make it, so you got to make it. You said you were going to start running, but, you know, it's windy outside. You still got to go on that run. That's the promise you made with yourself at the beginning, so you got to hold through with it. You get where I'm coming from, people? Hey, yo. Number 4. This is glorifying the past, people. I've done it. This is when you just ruminate and just kind of get obsessed with what could have been or what could have happened. Guess what? Here's a slap of reality. It didn't. It is what it is, man. So how do you move on past this? So the first thing I like to do is when I'm noticing how good it was back then, oh, when I was a kid, life was so much better. Oh, when I was in high school, when I was in college, this. Oh, yesterday, life was so good. You got to quit it with that. And so what you got to do is take that energy and become conscious of the environment that's around you that takes you back to the present moment. In this case, right now, you know, I'm talking to a camera. I'm, preaching about being a dude on planet Earth. Make sure to like and subscribe. You get the point. And the second thing you can do is you got to realize that your brain has this rosy filter effect. So kind of what it does is when it comes to the past, you have all these memories stored up. And with those memories, you have feelings packed to them. And the negative feelings kind of get pushed aside, and these positive feelings kind of get highlighted and promoted. So it creates this false impression of the reality of what it used to be. And it's kind of was like, oh, it was so great. But then when you really think about it, it wasn't as great as your mind is making it out to be. College was insane. When in reality, it was a process of growing and there was a lot of challenges that you had to go through. Moving on with the 5th and final one. And this is the obsession with being right. Unless it comes to me and talk about my Green Bay Packers, everyone knows the 5th Lombardi Trophy is coming home. And so when it comes to being right, the only thing you will ever be right about is that the fact that you could be completely wrong, people. So I wanted to leave you guys off with a bonus clue for you. Everyone's got access to this, nothing special about it. What you want to do is open up your notes app. Come on, you can do this right now. And I want you to type a quote that you want to live by for the rest of this year. And then you can pin this quote and try and refer to it as many times as you want, at least once a day. Let's get it, people. I'd like to thank you guys for making it to the end of the video and shout out all 44 of my subscribers. This has truly been crazy, but I'm not surprised. We just getting started. Come on now.
Liam, I don't get it. What's dope? Spelled D-O-P-E. You dope? What's dope? It's dope. I don't know.